Hello, everybody. I want to thank you all for joining me for this edition of A Look Back. I'm Mike, and today it is, well, we're 11 days shy of the 1 year anniversary of this show. So I figure why not? Christmas coming up. We're going to sit down, talk a little bit about what's going on. Yes, it has been a little while since I've done one of these, majorly because of school, everything else that's going on in my life, work full time. It happens, but we are here, and it is awesome to have everybody around. Where do we go? I mean, you want to talk about wrestling, everything that's going on. Wildfire Championship Wrestling is hot as hell right now, and it is an amazing thing. Um, have great opportunities, things that have been going on in the past. Had some great shows. Started out, my first show was up at Betsy Lane Elementary School. I'm sorry, Betsy Lane High School. What am I talking about? But then we done Adams Fright Night. That was a great show, great opportunity to meet a lot of fans. I think I can speak for Walter Dixon, my commentary partner, myself, and say that we had a great time doing that one. Then we turned around, we went to Floyd Central, and another awesome show, great event. And then Shelby Valley High School, home of the Wildcats. Great to be in Pike County, Kentucky to do a wrestling show because we don't get a lot of that around here every now and again. We'll get one. But the thing is, um, you know, get a lot of questions. Where's Wildfire Championship Wrestling going to after that? What's going to happen now? Somebody get in here and tell me if you can hear me. I'm going to try to find some people out here. Let's go do some looking. Oh, do. So glad to have you all around me. It's funnier than shit that we're actually doing one of these. Showing we got an excellent connection, guys. Where you at? Do. I got a Facebook page, a load of people out there, and I can't get them to get on here and catch a live video for nothing. Let me see if I can figure out how to share this son of a gun. You guys are dealing with a pure idiot here. Let's go to here. Let's go back over here, and I hope you guys can still hear me. Let's edit this. I'm trying to get everybody in here, people. Don't hang with me just a minute. Do. Come on, folks. Where you at? Come on. Where's my people? Gotta have some people on here. Kind of show is it if you ain't got people hanging around you, right? So anyway, like I was saying, Wildfire Championship Wrestling is really going strong. A lot of great things happening. I actually just renewed, no secret. I posted it on Facebook yesterday that I renewed my license for the 2024 year. So yes, I am going to be commentating wrestling matches in 2024. Big announcement we just let out yesterday, Wildfire Championship Wrestling. And I have been in contact with the powers to be. Me and Walter Dixon met with them yesterday at the next location for Wildfire Championship Wrestling is going to be at my old stomping grounds, Pike County Central High School, home of the Hawks. Great venue, big enough. We're going to pack that place out. Going to have great wrestling, sponsored by the wonderful Pike County Central High School cheerleading squad. I look forward to that one. What happens? I mean, you've got all this stuff going on, and like I said, it is what it is. We're going to get it. We're going to make it happen. Bringing back professional wrestling to Eastern Kentucky, Pike County Central High School. Like I said, got a show. Going to be great. You all buy tickets. Now, I haven't done one of these in quite some time, and mainly because I just haven't really had, and I know this sounds kind of bad, I haven't had time. Like I said, I work full time, I go to school full time, I'm actually just finishing up with classes, so going in, I'm in the middle of a transfer right now, going from Big Sandy Community Technical College to Eastern Kentucky University. That's right, yours truly is going to be a colonel. Hot diggity dog, right? Who'd have thought? Me, after 20 years, go back to school? Yeah, I didn't think so either, but we're doing it. I was up in Catlettsburg, Kentucky, back in early October, Bluegrass Wrestling Con 5, presented by Time Warp, and run into one of the true legends of professional wrestling, Dr. Tom Pritchard, and had a great time sitting down talking to Dr. Tom. And if you all haven't had a minute to check Dr. Tom out, his school, Jacobs Pritchard Wrestling School, great place to be if you're starting out in professional wrestling. Dr. Tom Pritchard, one half of the world famous Heavenly Bodies, managed by one of the greatest managers, I think, in professional wrestling, that being James E. Cornette. It's just a great place to be. There's not a lot that I can just continue to talk about this for hours and hours on end, but we're going to run out of time, right? So check out Dr. Tom. But as I was saying, I got to bump into Dr. Tom up there at that convention, and we're sitting around talking, and I'm telling him, Dr. Tom, I followed your career. I followed your career ever since I was little. I grew up watching Smoky Mountain Wrestling. A lot of people, they're WWE fans or AEW fans now. But when I started watching wrestling, it was Jim Crockett Promotions. You had Memphis Wrestling, World Class, just multiple regional territories, and we've so far got away from that. But luckily, the current owner of the National Wrestling Alliance is seeing what people are talking about, and he is looking to bring back the territory system. So we got, something great coming there, where that's going to end up, I don't know. They're starting to get a few smaller promotions in with them, some territories being built back. It's great. But, the thing is, all these great big promotions, and that's all well and good, guys, but you're not going to beat what we're doing here in Eastern Kentucky with Wildfire Championship Wrestling. I don't care what people say. It's awesome because we're on fire and we're wonderful. And you've got some of the biggest names. You've got Champion, Ruggedly Handsome Homicidal Maniac, the Human Horror Movie Adam Newsom, the Junior Heavyweight Champion, Kobe Carmichael. You've got people like Arson, Kenny France, Fiji Wildman making an appearance in Wildfire Championship Wrestling, Wildfire Tommy Rich, Richie Rich, the Russians, all these names coming here. You even had the martial artist making a trip all the way from Minnesota because he wanted to be part of it, and we welcome it. Because great people coming to this area bringing professional wrestling is what we are all about. And like I said, people, you got me and Walter Dixon doing commentary. How much better can it get? Okay, I'm tooting my own horn. Shoot me later. It's all right. Whew, good God Almighty. But no, I just wanted to sit down and talk to y'all a little bit. Let's go ahead while I'm sitting here. Let's play a look back with Mike Trivia while we got a free minute. And today's question, who are the only father and son to hold the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship? I will have the answer to that question later on in the show. But like I was saying, I was talking to Dr. Tom up in Catlettsburg. And Dr. Tom was asking me, what is this a look back? Because I had my table set up down there, and we were talking, and he's like, what is this a look back with Mike? And I explained to him, I said, Dr. Tom, I've been a fan ever since I was knee high to a rat's ass. and this is something that I've enjoyed doing so much that I've started a podcast, and we look back at matches, and he's telling me, there's some great stuff out there that you need to look at, and one of those matches that you need to look at is something from the 1960s. It was Nature Boy Buddy Rogers against Pat O'Connor for the NWA Heavyweight Championship. Now, mind you, this was back in October. So Dr. Tom, if you see this, I am sorry as hell that it took me so long to do it. But understand, I told you I'd do it, and I'll do it. So, with that being said, let's go over and take a look at that match. I have it in its entirety. I don't own the footage. I'm using this not for any monetary gain. This is me sharing a piece of wrestling history with you all, courtesy of the legendary Dr. Tom Pritchard. So you're going to hear the announcer. You'll hear the referee. This match is a 2 out of 3 falls match, so it's about a 20-minute match. Get ready and enjoy, because we're going now to Comiskey Park with Nature Boy Buddy Rogers versus then NWA World Heavyweight Champion Pat O'Connor.
In just a moment, wrestling fans, this big one, the one that's been shaping up for several years, that both these wrestlers have been pointing for, and the one that has brought 50,000 plus wrestling fans out here to Comiskey Park to see, is going to be underway. Best 2 out of 3 falls for the World's Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. That championship currently held by Pat O'Connor, 33 years old, 231 pounds, and as you could tell from those introductions by Lynn Sterling, a very popular champion.
I'm watching this immediately,
for the world title
and
is the United
I
States
see
Heavyweight Champion
right
Buddy
off
Rogers of Camden, New Jersey.
the competitors are in the ring. Rogers in the lighter trunks, O'Connor in the darker trunks.
This is 2 out of 3 falls.
There's Bobby Davis, Buddy Rogers' manager.
Referee is Stan Sarberneck of Chicago.
Stan Sarberneck, the referee.
And this World's Heavyweight Championship match is underway.
These guys actually tell a story. This is why wrestling back then and in the 70s, 80s, early 90s was so good, because it told a story, and that's where we're going now. Collar and elbow tie up. O'Connor backs Rogers up against the ropes, goes for the waist. O'Connor, Rogers with a European uppercut, slows the pace. That is what Buddy Rogers was so good at. He could slow that pace down.
240 pounds. Pat O'Connor with the dark trunks, 231 pounds.
Another collar and elbow. O'Connor asking for fires a right hand back at Rogers. Referee getting ready to break him up.
Rebounding with that hard forearm blow, following one from Rogers, which seemed to irritate him. Constant conditioning and exercise.
Now, I'm sure there's some cutaways in this due to footage problems and things like that throughout the year's degradation. But big right hand by Rogers knocks O'Connor down. Rogers going for those legs. Of course, Rogers, the original Nature Boy, used the figure 4 leg lock. So everybody who sees Ric Flair, this is the guy that the Nature Boy Ric Flair patterned himself after all those years.
And both boys wind up in the ropes.
They're in the corner. Knee by Rogers, backs off. Referee admonishes him. Notice the referee is not sticking his nose in everything, but he has control. O'Connor backing Rogers into the corner, firing the rights.
Every ounce of strength and all his energy behind those vicious blows. And believe you me, If Rogers
Ooh.
wasn't in superb physical
Tosses
condition,
him by the hair.
he would be out, and it looks like he's out on his feet. He
Almost
manages
got
to
the
make his
referee.
deal.
Rogers
Watch
goes
it
for the
now.
cover.
1, 2,
1, 2,
3. The
3.
count by Sarbernick.
Rogers
And the
scoring the
pin by
first
Rogers.
fall.
A stunning turnabout here at Comiskey Park, with O'Connor definitely enjoying the upper hand, but Rogers pulling his strategy out of nowhere. A stunning
And
blow
notice
as he
they
brought
take
that
a
knee up.
break in between
O'Connor
these
tried to do
falls.
it.
They are wrestling
And
a 2
Rogers
out of
managed
3
to get the
falls
pin
match.
in this
You don't
first
see a lot of
fall
those nowadays.
over O'Connor, who is stunned and led back to
But
his
this is why the World Championship was so important. It took more than just one pinfall to win. Now we're going back to the second fall, or the second fall of the match. Rogers back on his game. Referee admonishing him. Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, he would go on to have a great career. He would actually go on
The
to
second fall
be
is underway. Remember that
Worldwide
Buddy Rogers
Wrestling Federation's first champion.
Who now has the difficult task, and some may feel the almost impossible task, of winning 2 straight falls from Buddy Rogers to retain his world's heavyweight crown. Rogers one up in a very surprising. Rogers broke loose. Boy. Broke free, but only for a second. And O'Connor bangs away across Rogers' face. He's stunned, down on his knees in his corner. But O'Connor had better be very careful, because Rogers is cagey.
O'Connor firing a
And he takes
right.
another blow across the face.
And another right hand.
Rogers having difficulty navigating.
Ooh, hip toss by O'Connor. Shoulder block by Rogers. Kip up by O'Connor. You didn't see that a lot back then. Kip up. Ooh. Roll through. And there's O'Connor with the 2 count, or the 3 count. Tying it up. Fall apiece. Now we're going into the final fall. Sudden death.
To get the pin on Buddy Rogers, winning the second fall. It's all even. And we'll have the third and deciding fall in just a moment.
Now we're going into the final fall.
And the bell signals
Who
the
walks
start
away
of
the
third and deciding
NWA
fall.
World's Heavyweight Champion?
A very
Each of them have 1 fall apiece.
Buddy Rogers strutting around the ring, drawing the boos of this tremendous crowd at Comiskey Park. Rogers winning the first fall, and O'Connor winning the second with his fabulous jackknife. Whoa,
And there,
hold her, Luke.
you see that's something else Ric Flair patterned
Use your
himself, that
head,
strut.
says Rogers. And look at that strut.
Rogers was an arrogant person, and he knew that his job was to make people hate him. And if he wasn't doing that,
We will
he
undoubtedly
wasn't
see
doing
a heavy
what he
concentration
should
on
do.
defense in this third fall. Pat O'Connor having a great deal to lose. Rogers equally much to win. Rogers cannot lose his United States Heavyweight Championship, but he would gladly give that up for the world title held by O'Connor. Both boys colliding in the ring, on their backs. They misjudged their pace in bouncing off the ropes. They met head-on in a collision in center ring. It seems as if O'Connor has recovered first. They're tangled in the ropes, dangerously close to the edge of the apron of the ring. Stan Sarbernek, our referee, manages to keep both boys from tumbling out. O'Connor first back into the ring. It looked as if both men were in danger for a moment. Watch this hard slam now as O'Connor's bounces Rogers, who apparently is pleading for mercy, but you've got to watch him close. Watch for another slam. There it is. And you can see the cushions as Rogers rebounds. Oh,
great ring presence by Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. Foot on the rope. O'Connor frustrated. You can see it.
And on Stan Sarbernek's signal, O'Connor was forced to break. Rogers was inches away and seconds away from losing this match. And the roar of the crowd rising to a steady crescendo. Never a let up as they watch two great champions pummel each other unmercifully. Watch it now. O'Connor trying for the pin with the body press. And again, Rogers brings that foot up over the ropes. O'Connor has been so close 2 times within a matter of minutes to finishing off Rogers and retaining his World's Heavyweight Championship. And listen to that crowd.
Big right hand by O'Connor takes Rogers back down.
Rogers on his back near the corner. O'Connor prancing in the center of the ring, eager for his chance to drive in and try to finish Rogers off. Look at him work over Buddy Rogers as he slams his head into the turnbuckle. Rogers is very groggy. He's almost out on his feet. Slammed into the turnbuckle again. Pat O'Connor, the champion, showing no mercy. He wants to finish it off. This match all even at a fall apiece. Rugged, brutal punishment being taken by Rogers, who seems to be on the verge of collapse beneath the ropes.
Fred, you're supposed to make the club.
Rogers trying desperately to come back. Attempt a couple of blows. But he's on his back again. Watch it now. 2 and again.
Another leg on the rope by Rogers.
This is the 3rd time in a matter of minutes that
O'Connor thought he had won.
had the match sewed up, but they were too near the ropes. And Rogers shook the cobwebs away.
Notice the ring presence by the two. They always know where they're at in the ring.
And prevent the count to reach 3 by referee Stan Sarbernek. Oh!
Ooh.
A flying drop kick missed by O'Connor as Rogers managed to elude that kick. O'Connor's in trouble. Both boys almost out on their feet. O'Connor grasping his midriff in great pain. Rogers trying to crawl across to O'Connor and get that pin. O'Connor tumbling across the mat. Both boys approaching the ropes. Watch it now.
And there you have it, folks. Final fall.
We had the count of 3 for Buddy Rogers, who gets the pin and wins the deciding fall in this World's Heavyweight Championship match. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a new champion in Buddy Nature Boy Rogers.
Whew, folks, that was a match and a half, and that is why professional wrestling has evolved so much over the year. We don't see matches like that anymore, and in my opinion, it's missing. It is missing because they tell a story. But if you want to, I'll put the link to that match in the comments. You can go back and watch it without my big mouth in it, which makes it even more awesome, even though I am a hellaciously good commentator. It is what it is. But again, my thank yous to Dr. Tom Pritchard for telling me about that match, because I love it. It is what I like. And that's just it. People get mad at me all they want to, tell me what they think. That's why I love professional wrestling at its greatest. And those matches are what made it this way. Whew. Good almighty, people. I didn't anticipate to go this long-winded. We are actually somewhere around 27, 28 minutes into this. But I do want to talk to you a little bit about, you've noticed that been some changes for me. And I will try to stick all the new links somewhere through here or in the comments box, somewhere around through there. But unfortunately, back mid-October, my old Facebook account got linked up with a fake Twitter account that did not belong to me, and Zuckerberg decided the smart thing to do, instead of deleting and banning the fake Instagram account, I said Twitter, Instagram account, I'm sorry. But anyway, fake Instagram account gets linked to me. They ban not the Instagram account, they ban my Facebook. So ALBW Mike went away. We are now rocking it on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok as Mike B PWC. So if you want to catch me, there's where you go. Also on Patreon, Mike B PWC. I'll try to do these shows as much as possible, but you all know as well as I do, I'm a man of many hats. Going back to school, working full time. Not going to share a whole lot of other details, but there may be some irons in the fire somewhere else, but you know what I mean. It's great. I'm happy, finally. That's all you need to know, guys. Be prepared. Things happen. What else, right? But no, I appreciate everybody. Let's go ahead back to the Look Back with Mike trivia question from earlier. Who was the only father and son duo to ever hold the NWA World Heavyweight Championship? That is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and his son, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Whoo-wee, people, it has been real. It has been fun. Remember, Wildfire Championship Wrestling getting her cranking up this year. Starting out with Pike County Central High School. Not putting dates up right now, but I do know that we are going to do some other schools. Those shows will come as announced. Great things, like I said, happening. You're going to have me there. All the great stars. Going to be a rocking good time. Don't know who's going to show up, what's going to happen, but I promise you, you will not regret it. Guys, that is about going to wrap us up for today. I thank you all so much for joining me for this anniversary edition of A Look Back with Mike. I will try to do these as much as possible, like I said. Not promising you all anything. Got a lot of things going on. It's okay. But check out Wildfire Championship Wrestling on Facebook. There'll be announcements for shows there. I hope you all have a great rest of your year. If I don't see you, if I do see you, you got me. But Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, rock it like it's 1999. Wait a minute, no, 2024. God almighty, people. Here I am thinking last time I was in Pike Central was 2003. So anyway, we're going to get out of here, wrap it up, head to the house, get this weekend started again. Thank you all for joining me. And as always, until next time, so long from the Bluegrass State.